Hi there, it's Dean Odell with 7 Gables Real Estate in the Odell Group. Today is March 10th, and welcome to another Tustin Talks. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the Orange County market, and then we'll finish up summarizing the local Tustin market here. So let's start with the first charts. We're going to just go through the charts real quick, and then we'll come back and summarize them for you. So here we go. Okay, interesting chart this week of the 5-year average of the homes coming on the market. The next chart is the Orange County listing inventory year over year. Third chart is Orange County demand year over year, looking at the last 30 days of activity. Next chart is the expected marketing time, speed of the market by price range. Next chart is Orange County expected marketing time year over year. Last chart is the Tustin data chart, which you can only find here on Tustin Talks. And now let's go back to the first chart and start review. So this first chart is the homes coming on the market 5-year average chart. They did not use 2020 in this chart because, as we know, 2020 was not a normal year. So looking at this chart, you will see that traditionally the month of May ranks number 1 for putting the most homes on the market. And you can kind of see on that bottom how the different numbers rank and what percentage they are of the annual homes placed on the market. And then on the top row is, of course, the actual number of homes. So the problem with this, and the reason we're demonstrating this, is just to show you how far off base we are right now with what's going on. And that can be demonstrated through the next chart. Sounds like a broken record on this Tustin Talks, doesn't it? The inventory is just unbelievably low. You can see 2,366 homes. This is 1,795 less homes than last year at this time. That means last year at this time, we had 76% more homes to sell than we do now at that 2,366 number. So that is a lot less homes to sell for the amount of demand we have. It's the lowest number of homes since this tracking began in 2004. We're going to go show you what demand looks like now. Now, this next chart will show you the red line here. We have 2,958 homes that are currently in escrow over the last 30 days. That is the strongest since March of 2012. The only issue with that is, if you recall, we only have 2,366 homes that are currently on the market. So right now, demand is absorbing the houses faster than we can get them on the market. And that is because sellers are holding off. I'll tell you what, there's just no real reason to hold off in terms of the market conditions. But let's look at where we are compared to last year. Last year, we were at 2,583 homes, up 14% over that number. And you can see the green line from last year, how all of a sudden it was right around St. Patty's Day, if I recall, because I remember we couldn't go out and celebrate St. Patty's Day. So you could see the amazing drop and rebound with the V-shape after that. The last thing to notice on this demand chart is the effect interest rates had. Let's look at the beginning of 2019, which is the purple line. See how that is the lowest demand we had, whereas the red line, 2021, is the highest demand we've had. So if you look over that time period of 2018 to 2021, it's no secret that the demand was lowest when rates were highest on the purple line, and now we're at the red line. So that's a difference between about 5% on the purple line interest rates and 3% on the red line. Why is that important? Because interest rates are starting to move up. So let's talk about what kind of effect that's going to have on demand later on. Hey, sorry to interrupt this program, but we want to make sure you are subscribed to Tustin Talk, so please click on the subscribe button below. And then if that doesn't work, just go to theodellgroup.com, or you can go to youtube.com/Tustin Talks. Now let's get you back to the program. So looking at demand by price range, this is always interesting. Look at the expected marketing time. All the way up to $4 million expected marketing time is under 60 days. That's just crazy. That's a seller's market all the way up to $4 million. That's amazing. I've never seen that before. It's crazy. And you can see how that compares with last year's days on the market. And you can see the share of housing inventory, the share of current demand, broken down by each price range. Now, when you average all those together, this is what it looks like. compared over the last 4 years, you can see the red line. That is our lowest marketing time at 22 days, and how that compares with previous years. It's just amazing how the marketing time has continued to drop, and you can see the chart above what defines a hot seller's market, anything under 60 days, and that's where we are now until you go over $4 million. Okay, so now we're gonna move to the Tustin chart, okay? All the 3 zip codes in the Tustin area, and you can see how those compare. You can see how inventory is really down in the Tustin Ranch area right now, almost down 71% year over year. The new listings, you can see North Tustin's been putting out about the same amount of listings. Tustin Ranch has not. Tustin Ranch is down 30% on new listings. So Tustin Ranch is having an inventory squeeze for sure, as are all the zip codes, but you can see how it's really happening right now in 92782. And if we look at the solds, you can see that the solds are down 12% in North Tustin. They're up 37 and 46% in Tustin and 92782. So they're doing pretty good. You can see the pendings now. That's where it shows the activity. Now remember the close, the solds, those are going to be houses that sold 30, 60 days ago. So what's happening right now is the pendings. And you can see how the pendings are super strong in all the zip codes, way up from last year. And that's really good news for sellers, and that's not such good news for buyers. Look at the months of inventory dropping and dropping and dropping, crazy. You know, we are at 1.3 months of inventory in North Tustin, 0.8 in Tustin, and 0.3. Now, what would 0.3 be of a month? What's that, 10 days? That's crazy. So that is a fast-moving market right there. And you can see the active price ranges and the average sold prices, how that compares year over year by zip code. You can see how the final list price to sales prices are at almost 99 to 100% in all the zip codes. It means people are paying, you know, full price or better on average. And then the average days on the market for those 3 zip codes. So let's talk about what all this means now. So what does all this mean? Well, it means we need some inventory on the market. The demand is outstripping the supply month over month now. We're just eating into any inventory that was left over. There's just less coming on the market that's selling, and that's a phenomenon we've really never seen hold up for more than a couple of months at a time. From a seller standpoint of view, everything is in your favor right now. One of the things that's really important to understand is Prop 19, which takes effect April 1st. That could help some of your decision-making process on what you want to do with regards to selling your home. We're going to put another video out on that. We'll keep you informed on Prop 19, or you can call us with questions and we'll answer them for you. Now buyers, oh my gosh, I feel so bad for you guys. I know that every deal is a multiple offer situation, and if you've seen the old Tustin Talks, I've told you it's not going to get any better anytime soon. We're hoping now that it might get a little better, because the next 3 months represents about 1/3 of the inventory that comes on for the year historically. So hopefully we're going to have some new inventory for you and some more options for you guys to buy. Now, what's been happening? Interest rates have been creeping. Interest rates are up 0.5% from the lows. They're still historically really good. They're in the 3 to 3.25 range, depending on, you know, your price point and your loan amount. So that's still very, very good. We know if we go back to 2018, at the end of 2018, rates were climbing. They hit 5%, started cutting demand. We got back to a normal market. That's really what everybody's hoping for. By interest rates rising, they want this market to slow down. It's too hot. This is like we're going 150 miles an hour on a freeway right now, and we need to slow it down to like 80, which is still above the speed limit, right? So that's kind of where this market is right now, and you know, it's going to take a while to cool. It's not going to happen right away. This is going to be a strong spring and summer market. Buyers, all I can tell you is you got to hang in there and be working with an agent that knows what's going on. Now, sellers, here's what we're seeing on your side. We're seeing listing agents that, for one reason or another, I don't know if it's their ability, I don't know if it's because they just don't understand the market, but they're not giving the market the opportunity to unveil what somebody's really willing to pay for a house. We were just on the other side of a deal a few weeks back We made an over full price offer. We had no appraisal contingency. We had no loan contingency. And the seller on that property, even though we came in over asking price, took another offer in front of ours that wasn't much better. It certainly would have been worth countering our people, because our people were willing to go $100,000 more. And they were told at the time that they were going to get a counter. So of course they didn't put their best offer forward. They still put a full price offer. What I'm trying to get here is different agents work things different ways, and what you need is an agent that's gonna, work for you to get you top dollar. So anytime you see that something sold in a couple of days, honestly, it probably means the agent hasn't done their job quite right. We have a system and a process to make sure that we get all the money out of a deal for you that we can. We'd like to explain that process to you, but we've been doing this for 30 years. Negotiation is our strong point, and we are not just turning and burning on houses, right? So if you want a listing agent that's going to do the best for you, give us a call. And I think that is going to wrap up today's Tustin Talks, you guys. So hang in there, guys, for another 2 weeks, and we're going to try to put out a Prop 19 video in the meantime, get you guys up to speed. That takes effect April 2nd. Part of it's already taken effect in February. So we'll go over that with you in the Prop 19 video. So we'll see you next time on Tustin Talks. Bye-bye. Hey, don't forget, the Odell Group is one of the top 10 teams in Orange County. We have sold thousands of homes. So draw from our experience and let us help you out. Subscribe right now and watch our videos to educate yourself, whether you're a buyer, seller, or both. And then visit our website at theodellgroup.com and reach out. And let's get to know each other so we can help you. All right? Thanks. Bye-bye.